that for, you know, less than 100K, you can be flying stuff in space. So it is definitely a brand new world, and it's really an exciting time to be here, and that we have a lot to thank for all of those people at Johnson and Kennedy and Marshall and all the other places that hung together to see the space station through to completion, because a lot of these people have dedicated their lives to this. A good portion of their career, and obviously it took longer than that they had hoped that it would, but it's finally open for business. And so now the challenge is for you guys to figure out how to make this a big success and a home run.
As you guys all know, our utilization budget has been decimated over the past few years, which resulted in an underutilization of stations' capabilities. So what we were directed by Congress in 2005 under the Authorization Act is to open up the national lab to other U.S. customers, U.S. agencies, and national users to utilize the ISS. We've actually have an ongoing relationship with Disney to do a series of educational products with Disney and Pixar, including there's actually a whole series about the space station and Buzz Lightyear's flight to the space station that teaches kids about the space station, the science that's going on, how you get there and how you get back. And that's actually on the Toy Story series DVDs. So it's getting us into an audience that we normally wouldn't be able to help get to. What we're trying to do is have a multitude of paths and opportunities for folks at different levels depending on where you're at in your concept that you have, and try to spell those out to folks.
You know, thinking about cancer and following cancer, cancer doesn't happen in a petri dish. It happens in your body. It happens in a very complex place in a three-dimensional tissue, and it's increasingly well understood that it's not just the tumor cells that are doing things and dividing and becoming malignant. It's the cells, the healthy cells around the tumor and the way they interact with the tumor in 3 dimensions with intercellular signaling issues that either keeps the tumor in check or allows it to spread. That 3-dimensional structure is not something you can reproduce on Earth in the petri dish or in a flask, or even with these rotating wall bioreactors that I'm showing that NASA helped develop that do a slow rotating environment to help tissues grow better. In space, it's possible that these more complex structures can be formed. Even if we can't form them, the knowledge information that we'll gain from developing tissue culture in this novel, unique environment of space is really what scientists will use to improve the processes here on Earth and attack those problems that are really complex, like cancer.
And we're on the cusp of a potentially exploding area where we're going to be able, because of this new vision, we are going to be able to encourage and engage the entrepreneurial and inventive spirit in this country in building space and the space platform into an amazing entrepreneurial opportunity. And I don't think today, quite frankly, I don't think we can envision what's going to happen in the next 5, 10, 15 years once we do that, just like we couldn't envision what was going to happen with computers back in the 80s.